Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Carolina Panthers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
You ready? 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, Charlie! Get it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check 52. Go! I got you. 49, check 49. Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
On second down, Michelle. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
5. Check to Leo. Out. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. 2.
They'll look to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns tracks him down away in the backfield for a loss of 16. The Patriots send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I'm scared. Motion. Middle. Hey, echo. Right there. 54, Mike. Hey, here we go.
From the gun, it's Allen. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check. Mike spot 4.
Allen going to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up first and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Patriots' 34-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. He can run for it, and he will. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
You got tight right there. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, Haywood. Now.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at the 47.
Right there.
319.
Watch the shift.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to take a shot right away for the end. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, seam six. Seam six.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. Looking to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Philip Dorsett by himself. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, an even 90 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
This fielded at the 2. And some strong running. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Going for the deep ball. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All day, just like
General West.
watch safety creep.
Go.
Safety's creeping.
Yeah.
He's cracked.
Hard.
He's checking.
Hey, exit.
Crash.
Snap.
They'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Go. Get it.
From the gun, they run with Michelle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
The Patriot ball carrier taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Ready?
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set.
22 jet bomber. Hey, I-7. Check. Bam. Hey, lock it. Yep.
Check. Crunch.
On the ball.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on attack. We'll see. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 2nd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. On 2nd and 10, Allen. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Allen to throw. Operating from the gun. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get alert, alert, alert. Let's get off the field. Slam.
They run with Howard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Rabbit, rabbit. Alert, alert, alert.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Middle.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will open the lead up now to 20 to 7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
218, chopper. Hey, Charlie. Yo, go. Hey, Sam off.
Switch.
Ready.
Now back to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Leo.
Under 10.
Rock it. Go.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Recon, 132 fighter. Smooth. Wide, get wide. Jump. Look, squeeze. Roll out.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds Corey Davis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey! Hard. Guard.
He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
1st down, New England.
Set, ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Protein spill. Fair. Check.
They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
10 over.
1st down, Patriots.
Let's go. Hey, lock it. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Tight up. Now.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Gray. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now this time, Allen will throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Nelson Aguilar. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And here's Allen to throw again. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Here's Allen to throw it. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gano for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They've got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On second down now. 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K'Wan Short able to record his 5th sack of the season. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
And he's going to go down again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Look at me, zipper. Go.
And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 16. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
It's our time.
On play action, Allen under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half, but now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Allen. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one good for 26 and a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Allen now looks to throw. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30.
Is good. Makes the score Panthers 37, Patriots 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 2nd and 3. Steps away to his left. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
He had no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Hey, Haywood. Go.
54, right there. 54.
Hard. Gone. Now
on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Let him know, let him know.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
On play action, Allen. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Allen on the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Half.
Watch the Monday. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey.
Five wide.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
22 jet bomber.
2nd and 5. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Hey, alert 3. Check. Middle. Kill.
Alert.
Check 3.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Hey, lock it.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for New England. 55 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shift. Watch it go.
They'll try to run it in. Michelle. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Nice job holding them out of the end zone on 3rd down. I think you need to give a big assist to this crowd.
Yeah, they're really rallying them, aren't they? They're behind them the whole way.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. From 6 yards away. And the Patriots get a score closer. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will get them one closer.
37. Patriots 14.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Carolina. 74 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you.
And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore. Touchdown number 15 of the year as his guys continue to pour it on. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Go, go, go.
Come to me, it's me.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. K1 short in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Look at me. Score. Score.
They'll drop the throw. And that will be incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incomplete.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
He's crashing. Hey, Sam off. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Crash. Hey. Alert 3. Now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift-wrap situation as they take over first and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a third and goal here.
I got motion, man. Me. I got this. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Alert! 54. Watch 54. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Kill. Pilot, 64. Weak. Back. Check. 56.
From the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
but
is one of
she's
our guys.
singing too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Again, it's Michelle. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
You're out. Say. Hard.
Back to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 24 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, watch the ball. Hey, lock it. Patch it. Switch. Shift.
2nd and 10. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A little jet sweep to start the drive. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Right there. 19. Pass 85. Pass 85. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Middle. Check 24.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Drop 52. Drop 52. Watch out. Gun.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Going up top. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It's 4th down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's taken in at the 9. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo
exactly.
going forward.
Take a great look at
the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Carolina, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.